What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Vlad the Bull, your #1 Embrace coach. And I want to let you know that my book, The Embrace Method, How to Leverage Your Trauma and Pain to Live the Life of Your Dreams, the second edition is now available on Amazon for purchase. Through heartfelt anecdotes, practical exercises, and profound insights, this book will show you how to confront your demons, heal your wounds, and emerge stronger and more resilient, ready to embrace a future with limitless possibilities. Remember, embracing your pain is the first step to transforming it into power. Be sure to get your copy today. And remember, embrace your struggles, embrace your successes, and most importantly, embrace yourself. Visit www.embracemethod.com to learn more about the Embrace Method book and the Embrace Framework.
Welcome to the Roots and Rhythm podcast, where we explore the essence of culture, our experiences, and a healing journey that shapes our growth and family. Through heartfelt stories about marriage, mental health, relationships, and parenting, we create a space where you can find connection, understanding, and inspiration. Join us as we explore the rhythms of life, one story at a time.
What's going on, everybody?
Pew, pew, pew.
Yes. Yeah. And yes, welcome to another episode of the Roots and Rhythm podcast, where we explore the rhythms of life, one story at a time. You know what it is. It's your boy, Vlad the Bull, your #1 Embrace coach, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host,
Angie, la cyber mommy.
the one and only Cyber Mommy.
One of one.
I had to ask you what Cyber Mommy meant the other day, and I was like, by the way, we've been saying this for a lot of episodes.
I know. And what did we do? It was either ChatGPT or Copilot or something. And it was like, oh, because I work in tech and I'm a mom and I'm Latina.
Oh, that's true.
So it was like it just came together. But thank you, ChatGPT. It was a lot of options. This was the best one.
Thank you to Captain GPT.
Well, I was
apparently.
influenced by Vlad because I was like, dang, Vlad has like 15,000 names. It's your boy Vlad the Bull, Embrace coach extraordinaire, father, husband. And I'm like,
Well, I wasn't even saying all that. I was just saying the bull and
oh yeah, the bull. And I was like, I ain't got no. Angie is my nickname. Wallace.
La
Vlad,
Reina.
Vlad. Oh, La Reina was another one. Vlad, and my dad used to call me Mi Reina. Vlad.
go.
Yeah, Vlad. Dang, now where was I going? Oh, before we started, I got a phone call. I'm trying to get my life together and looking for a new PCP. So they called me back and they're like, yeah, is this Angelica Thomas? And Vlad was like, who is that? And I was like, that's my government. So Angie is my nickname. That's the only name I got.
I was like, why is she picking up the phone acting like she knows who Angelica is?
Who
Like,
is
girl, this
Angelica?
is fraudulent. You know, it's funny. So my cousin's name, have you met my cousin? I don't think you met my cousin Lisa yet.
No.
But my cousin Lisa, she was here a few weeks ago. She came for the weekend. And I've only ever known her as Lisa. Her government name is Melissa. Actually,
Oh.
funny fact is that her government name is technically Meliza because there's only one S. And it's
Meliza.
my uncle's got problems, okay? God bless his soul. He's still with us. But this is what he did, Angie. On every one of his child's birth certificates, he wrote in a name that he thought was right, but then he called him something else. For example, Steve, my cousin Steve, he's got 3 E's in his name. On his birth
Is it
certificate.
Stevie?
No, it's Steve.
It's STEEVE?
Yeah, like it don't make sense.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, I guess in your uncle's mind, 2 E's say E. 1 E is like Stev.
But the
2
other
E's is
E, the E
Steve.
that precedes the V, makes it the long E sound.
Steve.
But he's like, Steve.
Whoa.
I was like, man.
Sorry, boo. You got 3 E's in Steve.
I was like, what kind of reefer was my man smoking? I don't even think my uncle smoked like that, but maybe he was.
Nah, it's the Islander in him just trying to make it cute.
Change names. But he's also the one that was behind the name change, right? Why there's half of my family that's Luis on my dad's side and half of my family is Saint.
Oh yeah, L-I instead of L.
Apparently he's the one that defected and he told 2 of my his other siblings, like, this is what your last name is going to be. And then my father and my uncle, their last names is spelled like mine. So then that created a rift between our family.
not a rift, but we've been arguing for years
Right.
about what is the true name? Is it Louis Saint? Is it Liz Saint? And my cousin's like, we found people in Haiti that have our last name that know my grandfather. I'm like, boy, don't talk to people online.
No.
What's wrong with you?
And it's funny too, because anything before computers, it's like all paper. So it's like also reading someone's handwriting.
Sure.
You know, so it's like things do get lost, and your name was this and now it's this, and your birthday was this and now it's this.
Yeah. It's an immigration issue.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And in third world countries, they don't keep records like that. My mom don't even know what her actual birthday is. We celebrate it every year, assuming that's when she was born, but nobody really knows.
And everywhere else in the world except the United States, we're always so backwards. It's always day, month, year. And here it's month, date, year.
Right.
So if your birthday's like November 12th, is it November 12th or is it December 11th?
Yeah, that's a good
You know,
point.
unless you have like my birthday, the 22nd, there's no 22nd month. So they're like, oh, okay. But if you have a birthday like that, like you're 3-4, or you could be 4-3.
There's a picture. I'm going to show you later. There's a picture of me as a baby. When I was newborn in the hospital, my name was spelled wrong. It was Vladimir, which I hate. My name has been butchered so many times, Angie.
Vala.
But when you add another syllable, it's already 3 syllables. What are you doing? Vladimir. Like, what were you doing? And the birthday was March 2nd instead of the 4th. So I was like, Mom.
It's my doppelganger.
Who is this boy? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, those are our quick little tidbits for the day. And it's actually a good segue, because before we get any further, if you like this story, subscribe.
Please subscribe
to the Storytelling Machine. That
While we
is
got
the Root and Rhythm
thousands of
podcast.
views, and I don't know how many followers we have, 100 maybe on
Something like
YouTube.
Something like that. We are
Right.
getting up there. So please like and subscribe. There's so many of you watching. Not enough of you are following and subscribing for the content.
True that.
So make sure that you subscribe so we can get this to you.
Yes.
Smash the notification bell as well, because we're going to be coming out with even more content.
All that.
So today we're talking about the holidays. Next week is Thanksgiving. So if you watch this, it's probably Thanksgiving
So
already.
happy Thanksgiving, or day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
What?
Happy Turkey Day. Whatever if you don't celebrate it, happy holidays. The holiday season is officially kicked off.
Yeah.
We have superseded Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween trick-or-treating, we took the kids. It was cool. It was dark, but it was not that cold. It was unseasonably warm.
It was nice. But happy holiday. Gobble, gobble. All that.
By the way, we've got legions of turkeys here.
Yes.
Legions.
So if you're in Massachusetts, there's so many turkeys. As you know, if you gobble, they gobble back. So talk to them. They're out there.
Don't
approach them.
Yeah, don't approach them and don't talk to them sideways, because they are actually very aggressive animals.
They are.
The other day I was coming back from my walk. It was like 6 a.m. I was coming back up my street and I saw a gang of turkeys on the left side and a gang of turkeys on the right side. I don't know if this is the same family or they're beefing. If it's like the Bloods and Crips, the turkeys
Lord.
or something. So I'm just kind of looking, and I was like, man, I really need to get home. But that means I'd have to walk all the way back from where I came around the neighborhood to get back to my house. Because look at Angie. I'm not about to come up in here and get jumped by 15 turkeys.
No.
All right? Because they can fly.
We had a gathering for Thanksgiving at my job, and it was my job to put the presentation together. So I learned some Thanksgiving facts.
Did you?
Did you know that Benjamin Franklin wanted the turkey to be the U.S. national bird, not the bald eagle?
What?
Yeah. And obviously he was vetoed because we have the bald eagle, but he really wanted the turkey. He's like, that's more American than an eagle. The turkey.
I'm just trying to picture life right now. If on every piece of Americana literature or anything that had to do with America, it was a turkey instead of
they're doing a new thing for the Massachusetts state flag, and there's one of the options that people are going to get to vote on, I guess, is with a turkey. People are obsessed with turkeys.
I mean, I like turkey when it's moist, but I don't know if I like it enough.
It's an ugly bird. I really don't get it.
Yeah, it's not the most attractive bird.
Yeah. But I guess because, like you said, it will attack you. It's aggressive, very American.
But anyway, that's what's going on over here. It's Thanksgiving next week. If you're watching this, happy Thanksgiving, happy holiday season. Great segue into our topic today. We're talking about holiday traditions, how to maintain your mental health and your peace during the holiday season. And we're also going to talk a little bit about how to navigate grief during the holiday season, because that is something that many people navigate, whether it's your family memories, whether it's a current situation. I just saw someone on Facebook whose mother is sick. And, she's working as well. And so the holiday season is hard for her to.
Yeah, it's already stressful. And then just adding that. Yeah. And it's a lot of first holidays without, like people in your family that maybe made all the memories, so it's always tough.
And on top of that, with everything that's going on with the economy in this country now, people whose SNAPS benefits have been depleted.
Yeah, all the layoffs.
All the layoffs going on. It's a hard time. So we hope if you're listening that you're taking care of yourself. And we actually just gave Jules just packed away like a quarter of our pantry to go donate. So if you have something, here's a call to action for this for this episode.
Yes.
This season is tough for everybody. But there's always going to be families that it is tougher for, who are less fortunate and less equipped. So listen, we all know that you go to Costco and buy way too much stuff and you think you're going to eat it, but you're not going to eat it, okay?
Facts.
Give what you don't use away, assuming it's good, no expired stuff, but give what you have to somebody less fortunate this season.
There's a lot of food banks that are taking donations. I know at the girls' school, they started a pantry. So we gave to the school. Give. And something that and I don't know who told me this, but it's like if you have a hand, you open your hand to give. It's also how you receive too, because you can't receive if your hand is closed.
That is
so you
true.
give.
I like that.
Yeah, a little open your hand to give, and then the blessings will also flow into your hand. So
I love that. That's true. So as we kick off this conversation about the holiday season, let's talk about Caribbean Thanksgiving. Now, in Haiti, I don't think they celebrate Thanksgiving. Some people do, who are maybe a part of the greater diaspora, but namely they don't. We've always celebrated Thanksgiving here. It has nothing to do with our country at all, actually. So there's this weird duality as being a first generation or just being parents of immigrants or being an immigrant, where it's like you're celebrating American traditions, but the traditions you've always celebrated may be different. So what was that like for you?
Well, in DR, now it's more Americanized. Like you go to stores and it's all decorated for Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's very Americanized. But when I was living there, we didn't celebrate Thanksgiving at all. That was like a more American thing. But I think now, since there's a lot of like expats that live there and it's like people travel and go abroad, they do. Now it's like people have turkey, people do their thing there. But Thanksgiving at my house growing up, we always had lechon.
Lechon.
We always had a pork, a big pig.
Oh, lechon. Oh.
Yeah.
Is that thing, is it?
In la caja china, like.
Yeah, when it's rotisserie, whatever.
Well, no, you just cook it like on the outside, like over the coals with the box.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So yeah, that's what we did. My mom would make turkey, but not very often. Like whenever she just felt like, or somebody gave her a turkey, they're like, oh, and then she'll cook it. But it was more so still the food that we enjoyed.
Right. Yeah.
And rice.
Yeah.
There's always rice.
All right. So there's like, all right, what's the name? Lechon?
Lechon.
Lechon. Okay. You got the lechon, you got the rice. Casamiento. You guys do
What's
that? It's like, it's basically rice and beans, but it's like done in a very specific way.
Oh, like congri with the beans and the rice together? Yeah.
Like red, whatever.
Oh, casamiento just means marriage. So it's like the marriage of the rice and beans, I guess.
I guess.
That's funny. We don't call it that. We don't call it that, but you said that. So I was like, oh.
Latin people don't disappoint me.
No.
I love that. That's what they call a romance.
We are. Listen, Wallace and I sometimes listen to Spanish music and he's like, y'all so dramatic. I'm like, I know, but you know what? If you don't love me like that, do you even love me?
If you don't love me like Romeo. Oh my gosh, man. Hey, compa is very similar. Now, so what we have for Thanksgiving, we always had turkey stuffing, but we don't have gravy. We don't eat no gravy.
No.
So when we had the Friendsgiving the other day, I think somebody was like, well, I got to make the gravy. I was like, for what?
Oh, so that was me because...
Well, that was you?
Well, let me tell you why. Because Odalis was like, oh, we need gravy, but not from the can or whatever. We need it like homemade. And I was like, well, I guess I'll make some if it's you're going to be so pressed about it.
I didn't even get to try it either.
Yeah, it was fine. It was easy to make. But yeah, she's like, it has to be homemade. And I was like, well, I guess I'll make some. Since we need it.
Yeah.
Right. Since it's needed. Something that we never did either, and I don't understand people, is cranberry sauce.
Nah, that's a new age. I've only really gotten into that in the last few years.
Yeah,
Julie's
I think it's a more American thing, which is fine. But
yeah,
it's like sweet. No. Not for me. And then again, we had a mix of people there. So someone brought a canned cranberry and they're like, this is what I'm used to because it's already sliced because the canned ridges or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, ugh.
wait, that face again.
Cranberry sauce. Not for me.
Does cranberry even exist in DR?
No, I don't think so. I've never, just like blueberries. I still don't know the Spanish word for blueberries. It's like alon. It starts with an A.
I don't know what it is.
Right, because we don't have it.
Yeah, we have strawberry, which is fraise.
Mm-hmm.
We have mango. Everybody in the Caribbean knows what a mango is.
Yeah,
and a coconut. And if you don't,
and Caribbean mangoes are the best.
They are. I had them in Haiti, and it
delicious. Not the same. Nothing compares. Same thing with an avocado, or was it sambuca?
Who?
How do you say avocado? Zaboka.
I'm like Sambuca. I was like, what the hell are you talking
kombucha.
about? Kombucha. We ain't got no magic.
But yeah, avocados there way better too. You know,
everything. My mom says that even the produce, not just the produce, but even the livestock, like the meat tastes better. The animals are trait. My mom had a farm growing up.
Yeah.
So, or her family had a farm.
So did we. Yeah. And, you know, my mom's going through her midlife crisis. She also has a farm now. So
my mom, the other day, she told me, she was like, yo, you need to get you some chickens. And I was like, I ain't going to do that. And guess what? A couple weeks later, I'm just coming home and I'm pulling into the driveway. I'm backing in rather. And I happen to look ahead of me. And, you know, where we live, there's animals everywhere. But I was like, yo, either I'm really tired or I just saw a chicken run in the back of that house. Nah, I'm just tired. And then I saw like a gang of chickens. So my neighbors got chickens. I'm like, please, if you're going to slaughter them, don't do it on my time.
The chickens can be in this area, right? But I got a funny story to tell you about chickens, Vlad.
Oh, no.
So when my parents first got divorced, my mom moved to Wellington, Florida. If you know Wellington, it's very uppity, sedity. It's where you have like the International Polo Club. And people leave like this area in the winter and go down. So from October to April in Wellington, the population doubles because everyone comes down. It's like their, snowbird where they live, right?
Yeah.
And so it's very suburban. There's no farms in the area. It's just very cookie cutter houses, HOAs, blah, blah, blah. So when my parents got divorced, my dad was still trying to get my mom back, right? So he took 2 chickens to my mom, kind of like, hey girl, here your chickens, you know? Like, right. So these chickens were now in our suburbia. Okay. And people be like, oh my God, chickens. Did you see the chickens in the neighborhood? We're like, wow, there's chickens? That's crazy. Who would do that in our neighborhood? Even though we knew that it was my daddy.
Well, wait. All right. So hold on. Let me see if I understand this. So Wellington was how far from where you lived before you all lived? Before
like 45 minutes, which was very rural.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. 45 minutes. All right. So my man brought 2 chickens as a
to my mom.
gift.
Yes.
So instead of bringing flowers, he brought chickens.
I mean, I'm sure there were flowers too, but the chickens was like the main thing because it's like, hey girl, you done left me. But these chickens.
Let's have a chicken dinner.
Come on.
She's like, I'm a winner.
Right.
Might as well have some
But listen,
dinner.
Vlad, it was like, and then, I mean, I didn't go to school down there. Like I was already in college, but my sisters will be like, yeah. And then my friends were like, they saw the chickens. And I was like, yeah, crazy. The chickens. Who would do that? Knowing that they were at my house.
You were like,
right. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so if you're in Wellington and you see some chicken descendants, they probably came from them chickens.
That's crazy, man. Your dad single-handedly started a chicken lineage in Wellington, Florida.
Wild.
Ah, man. Yeah. So, well, nobody brought chickens on Thanksgiving there.
Oh, no.
But we didn't really, I know that the sensationalized version of Thanksgiving is that everybody goes around the table and they say what they're thankful for. We're not going to hash out the history of Thanksgiving, but being what it is, right? A very stark and dark reminder of the ill effects of colonization and imperialism. Ain't no Haitian celebrating Thanksgiving. Even if it had anything to do with Haiti. Ain't nobody who's been touched or damaged by imperialism going to be celebrating imperialism. No. So we just use it. We just call it.
You get together with your family.
You get together with your family.
You're off work anyway.
Yeah. And guess what? Every day can be a holiday. So, so yeah, we had rice, Dia John, which is the black rice with the mushroom sauce.
Yes.
I was like in my 30s before I knew that that's how the rice was black. I just thought the rice was black like that.
Oh, no, not the rice. It's the mushrooms.
I didn't know it was the mushrooms.
And I love me some mushrooms.
I like the mushroom sauce. I like the mushroom sauce. Dia Jonjon, if you know it, shout out all my Zoes in the comments. It is bomb.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Vlad the Bull, your #1 Embrace coach. Listen, I know that you are enjoying this Roots and Rhythm podcast episode, but I want to take a minute to talk to my fellas. Let's talk energy and vitality. If you've been feeling low, sluggish, or not quite yourself in the bedroom, it's time to check out the Natural E-Man. It's a powerful, all-natural men's supplement created by a good brother I trust, Dr. Quentin Cancel, someone I met in my men's group who's all about holistic health and real results. Trust me, I've seen the impact firsthand. So if you're ready to level up your energy, confidence, and performance, visit naturaleman.com and feel the difference. That's naturaleman.com. The link's in the show notes. All right, y'all, let's get back to the podcast.
I will say, anytime I see some sort of debate on who has the best rice, Haiti always wins.
Yeah, hey, listen.
It's the best.
I'm not to toot our own horn, but l'union fait la force, okay? Because Haitian rice is bomb. We got Dia Jonjon, we have Dia Sauce Pois, and we have the Sauce Pois, which I think you guys have Sauce Pois too.
Yeah, but we usually eat the whole bean. You guys make the Sauce Pois.
True. So we do the whole bean only when it's with rice, when it's paired with rice together.
Yeah.
But we do the Sauce Pois as a side, and they usually serve the Sauce Pois à part, separately. And like its own little, and it's like one of those little swan dishes.
Yeah.
And you just pour that junk on.
That's your gravy.
That's your gravy.
The gravy.
What you need that?
I got Sauce Pois. What I need gravy for?
It's like a depending on who you ask though, that might like the Sauce Pois is kind of like a delicacy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have it every day. But Thanksgiving is when you see some things in our house that you wouldn't necessarily see during the year at any given time, like stuffing. My mom made her own stuffing, right? Didn't make gravy, didn't have no cranberry sauce, but we had the rice and beans and all that. And typically what would happen is that we would gather, my brother and I, many of the years, maybe my dad was around for, growing up anyway, maybe my dad was around for like a Thanksgiving or so, when we all lived together, but not really. So usually it was the three of us, and I don't really have that many memories of Thanksgiving, nothing memorable to note. And we'll talk about, like I said, we're going to talk about the holidays and grief and how to overcome that and how to live a dutiful life during the holiday season. Take care of yourself.
Well, you brought up a good point. You said that. No, I forgot what you said. I think it was more so like you can have Thanksgiving other days. Like you don't have to just be thankful on one day. And I think that's something that you can also cultivate for your mental health. Like if the day is too much, you can just stay home.
That's true.
You don't have to go just because you're invited.
I didn't know that was an option.
Right. Well, when you're little, you don't think it's an option because it's like you just go where your mom and daddy go, right? But I feel like now as adults and that we're starting our own we have our own families, and it's like this is now our immediate family. It's like you don't have to go places that you feel like you're going to have to perform at.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever worked on Thanksgiving? Have you ever had to work on Thanksgiving in your life? Never.
No, probably when I was working at the grocery store in high school. Maybe.
What grocery store did you work at?
Winn-Dixie.
Oh, my
It's
God.
from the South.
Y'all got the weirdest things. Well, you know what? Being in Massachusetts in the Northeast, you can be somewhat sheltered, right?
Yeah.
So when I went to the Midwest and we went to go get some things at the grocery store after we landed, it was some place called Piggly Wiggly's.
Piggly Wiggly's.
And I was like, come again.
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't going to no strip club. And Jules was like, no, Piggly Wiggly's is a grocery market.
Store.
And I'm like, it's called Piggly Wiggly's? That sounds like some 99-cent stripper joint in the hood.
Yikes.
Behind a liquor store. Like, hey, yo, bro, I'm gonna go get me a nip and go to Piggly Wiggly's. Hey.
No.
Winn-Dixie?
Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixie?
Yeah.
Do they sell Windex there?
No. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a grocery store.
Winn-Dixie.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
man,
beef people.
Wild.
That was their slogan. But anyway, so I think that was the only time I ever had to work Thanksgiving.
I had to work Thanksgiving. I didn't have to work Thanksgiving until I became a trooper. And at that point, I think I only worked like one Thanksgiving because it was a rotating schedule when you're on patrol. It's 4 days on, 2 days off. So if you start on a Monday, you work Monday through Thursday, you'll get Friday and Saturday off. and then you go back to work on Sunday, and you work Sunday through Thursday, or Sunday through Wednesday.
And you get
and
Thursday,
then you get Thursday and Friday off. So it was really just the luck of the draw. I was only on patrol for 2 years. So yeah, only 2 years actually. Now I think about it, every minute made it feel like forever because I'm like, I can't stand. So I'd be driving. So I had to work, I think Thanksgiving of 2018. Yeah, Thanksgiving of 2018. I just got transferred to Sturbridge too, which for those of you who aren't from Massachusetts or who are from Massachusetts, Sturbridge is on the way to New York.
Far.
Yeah. It's right on the edge of Connecticut. And I was living in Salem with Jules.
Oh, that's up north.
So that's an hour and a half on Thanksgiving. Coming down 95. It was not for the faint of heart.
No.
And I remember I always had this philosophy. I'm not going to give you a ticket on Thanksgiving unless you feel thankful for one. So if you feeling thankful for a Thanksgiving ticket, then you're going to get one. But most of the time, man, it's just education. But that's the only time I think I had to work Thanksgiving. And there's nothing remarkable to report. I'm sure there are a lot of people working Thanksgiving right now.
And some people choose to work Thanksgiving because they have like
double
that
pay.
grief or double pay. But I was going to say they rather keep busy because it is such a hard time to, be around family if your family is not the best, or if you lost family members that you'd rather just like not celebrate and do something. So I'm glad that people have that option to work, make extra money, and work Thanksgiving. But yeah, you don't have to go. You don't have to do anything for Thanksgiving.
I'll tell you this.
Be home.
If I had gone into the state police earlier, before Julie and I were working, I probably would have worked Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I probably would have chosen to. Because this is how, actually, so let me back up a little bit. After your parents divorced, after you guys moved, you all, I'm assuming, moved to Wellington with your mom?
Yeah. Well, yeah, the kids that were still home, I wasn't there. I never made the move.
Oh, so you were already out of the
I
house.
was out.
Okay. So, yeah, that's right, because you said they got divorced. So how did that change the dynamic and the flow of events on Thanksgiving thereafter?
Oh,
we
did Thanksgiving at my mama's house.
Well, what about your father? Would he come over?
Question mark. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But we weren't like expecting him to. It was still kind of like, because then I feel like the first Thanksgiving, maybe, and I don't remember. Emmy, let me know in the comments what's up. But I think he wasn't there. But then there was a point, maybe like a year or two after they separated, where they tried to work it out after the chickens. So then he was like at my mom's house, like he lived there, but then he left, and it was just a hot mess. But we never not celebrated together like everyone else. Yeah. We never let that joker mess with our vibe.
How did it make you feel when he didn't show up for the first time?
Indifferent, Vlad.
Well, actually,
I've been indifferent for a long time.
So how was it though then when you guys did live together? When your mom and your dad were still in the house, you were still in the house, your parents still lived together.
We had a great Thanksgiving with everybody. And like his family would come, and then whoever, like our friends would come if they wanted to. It was just a vibe.
Did you see his family after your parents separated at all? Like, were they part of the holiday tradition? They'd still come. I feel like they were on my mom's side. Yeah. Oh, that's
my
funny.
mom is still cool with his family.
Yeah, that's how my mom is too, yo.
It's like, cool, you're just one joker. You ain't messing up with this. And everyone's like, mommy, your mom is like an angel. And I'm like, I know. Yeah, they're still cool. Again, my mom knows more about my dad's family than he did even when he was in his right mind.
That's wild. It's so similar.
Yeah.
It's so crazy how we have very similar experiences because it was like that. For me, with Thanksgiving and pretty much every other holiday. So on Thanksgiving, like I said, there was already a precedent there because my dad just didn't. When he was living with us, he chose not to participate. And then when my mom and my dad split up, we'd have Thanksgiving. I lived my mom and my brother and I, my grandmother, my aunt, we all lived in Jackson Gardens, which is a housing project, and for 7 years, I believe. And yeah, Dad never came. Yeah. Matter of fact, I can count on one fingernail how many times my father has come to the projects to visit us for anything. Actually, I'll tell you exactly how many times he came. He came the one time when my dad, he didn't bring any chickens, but he was trying to work things out with my mom when they first split. No chickens. Maybe if you brought chicken, it would have been, my mom would have made it and everybody would have been happy. But no, I'm playing. My mom said whenever they had livestock that she couldn't kill them.
Mm-hmm.
She refused. She'd always have somebody else. She could do everything else.
Yeah.
After she's like, she couldn't take the life. And I'm like, I got you.
Oh, no. My mom will kill anything that she didn't give a name to. She's like, if I name them, I can't do it.
I mean, she's not naming chickens. Does she have chickens on her farm?
Yeah. No, there's some turkeys. No.
Chickens. Even a down south thing?
Yeah, there's turkeys down there. Yeah, she has ducks, chickens, a lot of goats, pigs. She wants cows.
Does she eat duck?
I don't think so. I think it's for the eggs. Duck eggs, they're like big.
Oh, I've never had a duck egg.
Delicious.
Scrambled?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Hey, it's a bird. What?
It's a bird. It's delicious.
Yeah, shoot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, those are the few times he came. Thanksgiving for me was always just, as I got older, there was two things. First, my dad didn't participate, and that made me feel sad.
Mm-hmm.
Then when my parents split, my mom would be working because my mom was a nurse assistant. So she would work 12 hours a day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, so then she'd come home around, like 7:30, 8 or so.
Yeah, 7 to 7.
And 7 to 7, exactly. And, you know, she always used to make the Thanksgiving meal the day before. And then she said, well, you guys I'll make the food and you can have it and then you can get started. You don't have to wait for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I never felt comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
Because I already felt like part of my family dynamic, even though my dad never really participated materially in Thanksgiving or holidays like that, I needed to have something. I needed to have one parent. I needed some sort of continuity because at that point, my brother and I didn't have a relationship. And even though we were sharing a room, we were still unlearning the dynamic that we were given with each other. This confrontational, we just did not have a good relationship. And so it was just awkward. My aunt was there, my grandmother there. We were all cool and everything, but like it wasn't Thanksgiving without mom. So I grew to almost resent having to celebrate holidays.
Yeah.
And because that was a thing. And then when my mom started slowing down, and my dad and I had that on and off again relationship, I'd still go and visit my aunts where my dad lived and my grandmother. Everybody would come see grandma, man.
Yeah,
Abuelita brings everybody to the door.
That's the glue. That's why when that person passes away, that's where all those feelings come out. Because then it's like, dang, I only came here because of her. Yeah. Or him, you know, depending on who it is. Mm-hmm.
Change too.
Yeah.
I actually, you know what? I lied. I have one mostly good Thanksgiving memory. And it was, I went to go visit my aunts and my uncle, and all the cousins come and visit on Thanksgiving or holidays. So the cousins that you don't see all year, they'll be there. And that's when you get to kind of, you know, chop it up with them and everything. So my cousins, Ashley, Richard, and I don't know if my brother was with me. Maybe my brother was, and Steve and Lisa, we all got together. We went to and my two aunts and my grandmother were living on the downstairs apartment, the first apartment. And we were just, usually the expectation, Angie, was that we'd come, we'd say what's up, we'd kind of stand around, and then we'd go have dinner with our I wouldn't say actual, but with our families. Your immediate family. And do the traditions as we did it. But like we actually took time and we slowed down a little bit and we got to chop it up. When my aunt got a table and she was making a turkey. She's going to make a turkey on Thanksgiving whether anybody's going to eat it or not. That's just what she's doing. And it was a really good time. And I say it was mostly good because the good part was that I got to spend time with my family members and feel connected to them in a way that I haven't. The bad part, though, was that my mom would be calling me. And she'd call me and she'd be like, where are you? And I said, well, I'm at my father's house. I'm with my aunts. I'm with my cousins. We're chopping it up. And then I think my mom just kind of took it personally. And she'd be like, well, then fine. You know what? I'm just going to put all the food away because you're wasting my time. And that made me feel, I'm like, dude, I'm like, I got to choose between, I hate having to choose between families. Like if I stay here and this is benefiting me, then it's disenfranchising my mom. If I just stay with my mom and don't come there, it's disenfranchising me. So I'm like, I can't win. And that made me really, as time went on, and it was always the same, connect, you visit, you spend too long, and then your mother gets upset. She personalizes, because again, you have to remember my mom. was still healing from the fact that even I remembered all the Thanksgivings and holidays that my dad did not participate in. My mom remembered those too.
Yeah.
The only difference is that my mom was older, and I think she just had a lot of pent up feelings about that, as she should. But, you know, it should never be of consequence to a child what issues arose between you and your partner, especially on the holidays. Because then I got older and I was like, I don't want to do this shit anymore. So then I just stopped getting excited. As a matter of fact, Angie, I would wait and pray. I would just I would just drag myself through the holiday season. As soon as like Halloween was over, I just started getting this dread in my body. And every single year, and even still, when everything now in current times is good, I'm still battling that. Like my body keeps the score.
Yep.
And so, you know, I hated the holidays until I met Julie. I still hated the holidays then.
Yeah.
But now I had to explain it to somebody. And I really didn't want to do that. And it wasn't until Julie and I began to have our own traditions when we started living together that I really started turning it around. And we would spend Thanksgiving at like we would do Thanksgiving a day early or something like that so I could do her and with her family, and she could spend Thanksgiving with mine, and we do that back and forth. But yeah, so that's kind of, you know, and I'm sure that a lot of people are experiencing that as well. A lot of kids, when you're a child of divorce, as you know, it's never the same. Sometimes for the better, but there's fallout. What do we do with the fallout? And how do we have and create memorable traditions for the kids in the family who are still forming those early memories and associations with the holidays? How do we make it pleasant for them without, you know, rocking the boat and causing chaos?
Yeah, the thing is, Vlad, I think to make it memorable for the kids, people need to let go of their ego.
Yeah.
You know, and put the kids in the forefront. Like, okay, we need to figure this shit out, because the kids don't deserve that.
Right.
You know? And I think people that are able to do that, the kids have a great time. It's more people to love on them, you know, all together. Like they don't have to go back and forth. They're not like cutting things off, because everyone can be together and they don't have to like split their time with their cousins or their family from either side. So yeah. It's like figure it out. If not for yourself, for the kids.
It's facts. It's facts. Let us know if you guys resonate with what we're saying. You know, share your stories here in the holiday section episode.
Yeah.
No, I 100% agree. I wish that if I were to kind of go back in time and I was able to kind of puppet master everybody, I would resolve the egos of both my parents, but then I would also start promoting us all having a central location to meet.
Yes.
And sometimes, you know who does that very well is my friend David. David, when his families do holidays right, like everybody comes. Sometimes his family comes from like Florida, and people will come and it'll just be a riot. And it's not perfect, but it's great. Everybody just wants to be together.
Yeah.
That's how like when we have for Friendsgiving, everybody was in there with their kids. We just happened to be together. That's what the holidays are really about. It's not about the winter solstice. It's not about no pagan ritual. Like you talk to certain Christians and they'll say, well, you can't celebrate, or some spiritualists, and they're like, you can't celebrate the pagan. I mean, bro, let's keep it a stat. We celebrate things every day that we don't realize and are disenfranchising somebody else. It's the holiday is going to carry the feelings and the associations that you have. So you can create it. We have the power to do that. Yeah. Right. So
create new traditions if that's what you feel you need to do, and it's like just move forward. Something else that people need to do is establish realistic expectations.
Talk about it.
You know, if you know, like your example, if you know your dad is a certain way, you're not going to change him from now to next week, bro. So it's like, don't expect him to be there. He's not there. So now it's like you're not going to make yourself feel better by thinking, oh, well, this is the year he's going to come. You know? I'd rather you think he's not coming and be pleasantly surprised if he does show up.
Well, that's exactly what we do now.
You know, it's like, wow, thank you for coming when he does come, right? But instead of like you like building this thing up, like, oh, he's going to come because I care and we had that conversation last week. Is he though?
So you said that when your dad did or didn't come, it was all a question mark on Thanksgiving if he came. Was there ever any anticipation on your part that he would come?
No, the bar is in hell, Vlad. So whenever he whenever he did above hell, I'm like, wow, look at him go.
Look who got baptized this
wow,
year.
incredible. Yeah, no. And maybe that's wrong on my part, but I don't expect anything from anybody. You know?
That's interesting.
Yeah. And let me take that back. There's obviously people that I do expect things from, but they've never proven me wrong.
So you don't expect that from your father?
No. I mean, especially now. No.
Was it always like that, or was there a point of contention you were like, I'm just
I think when I was younger, like way younger, like maybe 10, 11, 12, it was just like, you just keep letting me down, bro. I'm just going to be like, it's fine.
Did you ever talk to your dad about him letting you down?
Yeah, he don't listen.
Now, you said 11 or 12, right?
Yeah.
So that means your parents were still living together.
Oh, yeah.
And so what was happening around that time where you started letting your expectations loose for your father?
I think going through like puberty and like figuring out like I have a voice was like, okay, let me bring this up. And it was just like not cared for, whatever. I was like, I have plenty of men in my life that could do this if you're not going to do it. Like I have uncles that I'm super close with.
So what did you say to him? Do you remember?
No. Probably like, why aren't you there? Like, why don't you come to stuff? Why don't you stop smoking? Because that's like during DARE and you're like, they show you all these things and it's like, oh, if you don't stop smoking, you're going to die. And I remember me and my sisters be like, Papa, you're going to die. And he's like, I've been smoking since I was 13 years old. I ain't going to fucking stop.
Angie, talk about, do you remember the marijuana commercials?
Like
where
what?
It's like the person's melted into the seat and they're just like...
Well, DARE was for all drugs and cigarettes were part of it.
And your friend was like,
I don't remember that.
You're not, I miss you. You were better.
Oh, you're not you when you're on drugs.
Yeah, you're not you when you're on drugs. The person sitting there like...
Well, I remember going to my dad like, Papi, stop smoking, Papi. Your lungs. Like, look at these pictures. And he's like, I'm not stopping, blah, blah. And it was like for that, it was like, oh, why don't you like come to our like school events, whatever. You know, it was just everything. So I just gave up. Yeah.
I'm going to ask this question. You can feel free to answer it or not.
Okay.
But do you have any resentment towards your father?
No, because at the end of the day, he did the best he could with the knowledge he had. I feel like he was so close to his mom, and then, you know, he wasn't there when his mom passed away because he came here during the whole Cuba thing. And yeah, I think his dad probably treated him the same way. He was more like, I'm going to work to provide. That's how I show my love. And that's what he did too. You know, and I know that he loved us. That's why he had like 2 jobs at one point and, you know, did all the things. And there's so many of us. So he had to do that. So no, I think he did the best he could. Could he have done better? Of course. But he didn't have those resources. So who am I to say I'm still going to be angry at you for something that's not going to change, especially now. Now he's like out of his mind. Like he doesn't even, he thinks I'm his mom or his aunt half of the time he sees me, you know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's like, it is what it is.
Was there any resentment on your part as a child? Like obviously you had that conversation with him 11, 12.
Mm-hmm.
And if so, how did you work through that to get to the point where you are now, where your expectations are in hell, right? As you said, but also that you were able to realize, to see the whole person and see that you did the best that he could.
Oh, that definitely happened after I had kids. That just like, I'm going to take him how he is, right? But what was your first question about when did I realize that? No,
more so if you had resent, like around that time.
Oh, if I had, yeah. No. I definitely, when I was younger, did not like him at all. Because I saw my friends that had what I would equate to good dads. And I'm like, you never picked me up from school. You're not showing up to any of the events. So yeah, definitely when I was younger, I was just like, why can't he be like Louisa's dad or, you know, somebody else's dad? But yeah.
It's interesting when we're kids, what we see dads doing, we're always comparing.
Oh yeah, always.
And friends and everything like that. And my father did pick me up from school after my parents split. And he'd pick me up from school. He'd bring me to school. And then when I went to high school, it was a different story. But I always had that time with him. And I actually cherished that time with him because I feel like I knew my dad in a way that other members of my family did not know.
Right.
and namely like my immediate family, my brother, my mom, because he just didn't have a relationship with them that was positive in any way. And so I was effectively the only relationship, and still to this day, as of this recording, because he's beefing with my mom, and they haven't spoken since July over the stupid health insurance thing. So they still haven't talked. And, you know, to your point, it actually makes me feel better about the holidays this year, because we have our own traditions. And like you said, when you have your kids, you're going to have a choice. And that choice is either to do something with that resentment, heal through it, or pass it on to your kids on top of what you have to do as a parent.
Right.
And I'm like, I ain't doing that. Luckily, we had intervention started before my son was even thought of. But I guess this year it takes the guesswork out of it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to worry about you coming or not coming. I don't have to. And for me, to your point, I gave up on that a long time ago. It was more so. It's not to say that I don't get disappointed when he doesn't come still.
Oh, facts. You're still disappointed. And that's still your dad.
It's still my father. Like, I'd rather see you and then not see you. But I remember one year, I think it was, this is my mother's birthday. And I sighed, Angie, because it was just such an annoying memory. Again, at this point, I think it was like 4 years ago, I was already expecting my father not to come. And just no anticipation whatsoever. Not even letting him get my hopes up.
Right.
But I think he had said he was coming, or it indicated to my mom he was coming for her birthday. And then he just, no call, no showed, which wasn't abnormal. But my mom was really triggered by it. And Julie was there with me. And my mom was like, asking me, she's like, did he say he was going to come? Like, I don't want to start without, are you going to call him? My mom don't show that sort of vulnerability.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? In my mind, I'm like, why the hell do you care about this dude? He's walked down on you in every possible way. And so why are you giving him so much credence now on your birthday? Celebrate. Like, let's just start. Let's celebrate you. We're here to celebrate you, not him. And I was just mad. I was angry about it. And more so, I was angry at the fact that my father is not even in the building, and he has so much control over the emotions of this household. And so much of what he had done was still playing out, and we were healing from. And by we, I mean me. Okay. So I'm just like, yo, what the forget this dude.
Right.
Just let him go.
Right.
If he want to come, he want to come. If he don't want to come, then forget him. That's how I felt at the time. But, you know, this year, I don't have any expectations for my father to be around for any holiday. And that's okay. Yeah. Because what I realize now is that I have family, the family that I've been assigned, those who want to participate and be with me, going to be with me. The family that I've chosen, like you guys, are going to be with me. Yeah. And it's what you make of it.
It's what you make of it.
And it's not to say that grief does not still occur during the holiday season. So that brings us to our segment about how do you navigate grief during the holiday season. I loved what you said earlier in that you don't have to participate if you're not up to it.
Listen, stay home. Before Wallace and I had the girls, and we were just like, you know what? We're going to save money, not go down to Florida for Thanksgiving. And sometimes, like when we first moved up here, I knew that I had, you know, places that we can go and everyone's really nice and they're part of like our chosen family and stuff. But sometimes if you're like the only invited person, you feel like you're, and the person that's invited and not part of the family, you feel kind of like,
where's my family at?
Yeah. And it's like, you don't want to intrude on people's, you know, traditions and stuff. And granted, again, I know that it wouldn't have been a big deal, but Wallace and I literally the first 2 Thanksgivings, we didn't take any invitations. We stayed home and ordered Chinese food. It was fine. It was fine because Wallace is still my family. I'm with my family. But yeah, that's what we did because I didn't want to feel like sad because I'm not with my family. Like we didn't make the trip. They didn't come up here. And again, it's easier for 2 people to go than bring 58 million of our family up here. There's a lot of us.
You need a school bus.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, so it's like you can have those traditions and decide not to be around people if you are going to be, you know, or around a lot of people if you're going to be, you know, in your feelings about stuff. So I say do that. Stay off social media. That's another one.
Yeah. So, you know, that's the second bullet point. So first we have selective participation.
Yep. Say no if you must.
Saying no to those. Saying no to events that you know are not going to be right for you. And saying yes to yourself and your feelings. 2, staying off social media because everybody, and I just need to say this shit again. I need to say it again, Angie, and I'm going to look right at the camera when I'm saying this.
Do it, boo.
I'm looking right at you, who's on social media, and you're denigrating yourself every single time you see something that you wish you had. Get off of social media. And here's why I say, get your ass, like a password or accountability partner, delete the app off your phone until the holiday season's over if you have a lot of grief. Or just delete it off your phone until you absolutely need it. Because guess what? Everybody on Facebook on Thanksgiving, you're going to start seeing Thanksgiving turkey. You're going to start seeing beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ham.
All the same plates.
All on the same plates.
All the family together. You know, It gets tough.
And every family is not created the same. And also, not everything is as it seems on social media, whether it's the holiday season or not. So you might be saying turkeys and family pictures and not knowing that half of those people just screamed at each other and they just took an obligatory picture.
Right.
Because they don't want anybody else to think that their family is other than perfect.
Exactly.
It is not worth it. It is a trap. Get your ass, and this might just seem harsh, but get your ass off of social media. But it is.
Yeah. Then you start comparing, like, oh, why can't my daddy show up? Blah, blah. Yeah. Why can't we be this coordinated? And, they got place cards and things. And just stay off social media, bro.
It's torture. Especially because we all know if we come from families who have strong bonds and traditions that are healthy, you know that I'm just gonna talk for myself. I know my family was not normal. There was no social media growing up when we were kids. So I didn't have to go on there. But I did, of course, watch The Simpsons, and I watched The Fresh Prince, and I watched Family Matters, and The Cosby Show, and The Parkers, and Sister. And Sister used to piss me off, especially. You used to piss me off.
You didn't used to watch Full House? I love Full House.
Full House. We're talking about, we're a Full House family. But it used to piss me off because Sister was like they're not a typical family. You've got you got sisters who are separated by means of adoption at birth. They were adopted by different people. They happen to live in the same house. But even they can figure their shit out and we can't. It used to piss me off. Will is living with his cousins and his uncle and they treat him like a son. I'm like, yo, bro, we can't even sit at the same table. And it hurts. And it used to hurt and sting. And I used to sit there and watch this all day with the reruns. And I'd turn around and look at the cold food. And I don't even know what my father was. And my mom would then go to her corner. So like the holidays were like, everybody's together now and then everybody's gone. And nowadays, we split. We still go to our parents for the holidays. So this year, we're going to go to my in-laws. We're going to spend the night there before. You're going to wake up the next day. We're
and have cinnamon rolls.
Have cinnamon rolls.
Yeah. Julie already told me the tradition.
She already told you, man. And it's really great because the kids, the cousins could get together. So it's great to see Lito partaking that tradition. And that's new for me. And I'm here for it.
Yeah. And watch the parade.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's dope. And then later that day, we go to my mom's house and then we go home. It's a long day, but it's worth it because 10, 15 years from now, when you don't have your parents anymore, and I'm not saying 10, 15 years, I don't know how long I was going to live, but when your parents are not here anymore, or family members aren't here anymore, or they move away, or they pass away, or things change, people get sick, right? They might not remember or know where they are. Yep. That happened to my aunt. She always thought I was my cousin Ashley.
Yeah.
And so
it's always somebody else.
Yeah, you got to cherish those now. Because I look back at it and I'm like, I'm glad that I went to go see my grandmother every Thanksgiving. And I'm glad I had that because out of everybody in my family, my grandmother always made me feel calm and safe. And so did my aunt. And when they both passed away, that's when everybody stopped coming. And that brings me to, was that the third point?
Well, I was going to say, what was going to be your third point? Because mine, you segued right into it. Remember to focus on gratitude.
Yes.
Like the things that you do have, the things that do ground you and bring you happiness and joy and peace. Yeah, focus on those things. Don't focus on who's not there, but focus on who is there.
Say it again for the people in the back. Yo.
Focus on who's there, not who's not there.
Right.
And show gratitude for that. Because not everybody has that you have.
Right. You know, I was reminding myself of that when I was on my walk. Because I'm still like, we love our house. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But Julie and I have dream features that are not quite yet present in this home. And we know that we were manifesting them. We were manifesting the ability to have them. But I got to a point where I'm thinking about like, I'm walking by these houses. I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't see my dream house. And then I was like, yo, I know people personally connected to me that would kill
yes,
tomorrow
yes,
to have what we have. There are people who may never own a home. My father don't own a home. He never will.
Vlad got 3 bathrooms and he's over here talking about, my house, I needed to have more things.
You know, it's
blah, 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 blah.
I just want
show gratitude. That's right.
Yes. I am grateful. I'm very grateful. I just want, there's the would be nices, and then there's the necessities. We have more than we need in necessities. The would be nice with just a little bit of extra room so we can host. That's it. Yeah. That's all I want. All I want is a bump out with some high ceilings and a bar.
In-law suite over the garage, suite, a garage.
Natural lighting. That's it. I just need like $500K and it's going to be
right.
It's going to be popular.
It's not a lot.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot. Well, because like you get to a point where it's like, well, why not me?
No, facts.
Why not me? Why can't I see this, want it, and have it? Why can't I do that? Why do other people get to enjoy it? Because I know I'm gonna be humble in whatever. But the same can be said for your family. Why not me? Why can't I create traditions that make me feel good, that make my heart happy, and benefit the people around me? Why can't I create new traditions? There are people who don't even celebrate with their families because their families are so jacked up that they choose their family and they sell it, and they realize like, oh my God, I didn't know that I could actually have so much fun and enjoy myself in the holiday season. The grief it's not completely gone, but it's vastly diminished.
You're like, what? There's people that don't cry on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
What?
And I wasn't emotionally aware enough to cry on Thanksgiving, but I definitely wanted to.
Yeah.
And as I got more aware of my feelings, it was the internal family systems, right? It was my 9-year-old boy who was hoping and wishing that my father and my mother could just be sane together for 1 second while in the same room so that they could just have dinner with us. We wouldn't even have to talk and I'd be okay. It was just the visage of having my family. Now, this is something that I saw many years after. There's a picture actually over there on my wall right by my desk. And it's of my family, my aunt included, and Julie's in there too, and Steve actually. But my mom and my dad were there. And we and so we started having these traditions, ironically, after Julie got into the picture. That's when my family started doing things together. That's when my dad was invited back into the fold. And it was nice.
Women make it happen.
The women make it happen, man. The right woman.
Oh, facts. The right one.
The right woman will make it happen. Which brings me to point number 5.
What's the point, Vlad?
This is related to the holidays, but it's also a general commentary. If you are in a relationship, whether it's marriage or you're dating, you got kids, whatever, and you have a somewhat decent relationship with your siblings and your parents, and you want to see them on Thanksgiving, and you would otherwise make it happen, do not, and I repeat this, do not let anybody get in the way of your joy and happiness on these days, especially if you have children, because your children will take watch. They will know that something's wrong. They will sense your grief. And a partner that does not either facilitate or promote unity, especially during the holiday seasons, is somebody you need to get away from, because that person is, if they just want you all to themselves, but they can't see the fabric from which you came from, you are with somebody who is going to create grief for your children. You don't need that. And so I'm not telling you to divorce homie or homegirl, but put your damn foot down.
And ask why, bro. Like, my family's cool. What's going on? And that's tough too, because it's like getting to the bottom of why that person doesn't want to come around, especially if there is no beef. And kids aren't dumb.
No, they're not.
You know, they're not dumb. Sad state of affairs.
And it's tough. Well, that's actually, maybe we need to talk about this just a little bit. How do you navigate the holiday season with in-laws and people that you don't like, that you have to see on the holiday season? With that gratitude,
at least, you know, at least they're still around. Somebody online recently said, I'd rather you come see me than view me. Which is like, I'd rather you come see me than view me like at a funeral. And I was just like, well, that's a good one, because that's true. I'd rather people come to see me now and, like you say, give me my flowers, come spend time, especially
give me my chickens.
Give me my chickens. Especially people that live so close, Vlad. That's what irks my gears. Like, I wish my family lived close so I could just go to my sister's house because it's Thursday afternoon or whatever, you know? So it's like, be grateful that your family is close, and why wouldn't you see them? And again, it doesn't have to be on the holiday, because I know it gets stressful. People are multitasking. You got a lot of places to go. You're doing things at school, things at daycare, at your job, and then you have to plan the holidays or whatever. But at least still find time to see each other. There's no way in this world that if my sister was 5 minutes away, that I would not see her at least once a week. Are you kidding me? If my sister lived in the same state as me, I'd be there 2 weekends a month.
Right. That's your sister, man.
That's my sister.
That's your sister, dog. And think about it, right? You can be compounding, like say your sister, say Emmy, which whom I met. Shout out to Emmy.
She's always in the comments.
She's always in the comments. Love you, girl. If Emmy was here, she'd be a Friendsgiving.
Oh, yeah.
If Emmy and the kids were here, they'd be part of, like, imagine though, like, not being able to see her.
I cannot.
With her, knowing that she was here.
I cannot imagine Vlad. Because guess what? I love Denny, homeboy, right? Look over here. It's a little joke because he does EMDR therapy.
Oh, he does?
He does. Look over here.
Like he's
a therapist.
Oh, he does? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I'm always telling him that, look over here.
Yeah.
Anyway, even if me and him weren't tight, right? Even if me and him weren't tight, I'm still going to go to my sister's house. Because what are you going to, you're not going to not let me see my sister.
Have you guys ever had a holiday where there was somewhat of a tense situation either between siblings or in-laws or people married in? And how did you navigate that?
I don't think we've had it that tense. I mean, we always have like a little bickering here and there, but I don't think it's ever been tense enough where we're not going to hang out.
So like there was never a time where you're not, oh, all right, we're all getting together and shit's about to go down, or it's just going to go smoothly.
And again, Emmy, put it in the comments. I think the only time where it was tense was because Emmy and Denny got married so young and they ran away and got married. So I don't know how that first Thanksgiving, they got married in August. So I don't know how that first Thanksgiving was after they ran away. Yeah, they've been married now 18 or 19 years, something like that. But yeah,
when you say that though, you make it sound like they ran into the woods and lived.
No, they literally ran away and they just show up already married. Like she just walked in and told my mom, I got married. And then my mom beat her up. No, she didn't. But yeah. But maybe that first Thanksgiving was a little wonky. But again, I don't remember it. Because we were all like upset, like, you're so young, oh, it's not going to work out. I'm glad that it worked out. They're great.
See?
Right. But maybe that first Thanksgiving was stressful. But other than that, I don't think we've ever had like a falling out where it's like, oh, we're not going to go for Thanksgiving.
Well, I think...
Or Christmas.
I think I mostly avoided this because my family was so fragmented. So I only, as you know, only have one brother and he never dated anybody. And I don't know if he will. I hope he does. But, you know... there was nobody that he ever brought home for Thanksgiving, and Julie was the only person I ever brought for Thanksgiving. And everybody else is interesting though, because I got cousins I have, out of my first cousins on my dad's side, only, obviously now I'm married, but for so long before I got married, he was the only one that was married.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't bring his wife. Sometimes he would, sometimes he wouldn't. But he brought sometimes he would.
But why wasn't she coming around? The kids weren't coming around either?
I don't think they came every Thanksgiving. If they did, sometimes
there was probably like you have to
have other families too.
Yeah, and you have to spread it out. I get that too. I remember when I first like started seriously dating in college, my mom told me, she's like, Angie, you need to find someone that's an orphan so you'll always come home to me for the holidays.
Damn.
And my first boyfriend his parents passed away a long time ago. So she's like, he's perfect.
Well, wait, time out.
Yeah.
Your mother said that to you.
Yeah.
And then you went and found a boy.
No. I got into a serious relationship.
Who just happened.
And she's like, that's perfect, Angie, because you don't have to split the holidays. You'll always come to my house.
I thought you were interviewing dudes in college.
No. But that was her hope though.
And she was serious.
And she was dead serious. I mean, she's still serious. But obviously she loves Wallace's mom and she likes that we go over there. But I do try to like do things together because I'm like, we're only 2 people, and I'm not gonna do that.
Do your
like
siblings get together with your mom?
My siblings, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And Wallace's family gets together with my mom. Because
in Florida?
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
It's beautiful because I don't know if I told you. I think I told you, and I don't know if I've shared it here. But my uncle, my mom's oldest brother, married Wallace's sister.
Yeah, you did tell me.
Yeah, so now it's like,
they have no kids though, right?
No. They got married older. They were already older. They had kids before and got together. But yeah, so like when we went down there for to see my mom's farm during the wedding. All of Wallace's family was there. And it's nice because we don't have to split up like, gotta go see Wallace's family, gotta go see my mom. And then people are fighting like, where are we going?
Oh, yeah. And like, who gets the time, right? Because it's almost like you're on TV and you're trying to fight for
exactly.
that
Prime time
slot. And it's like, maybe we don't have to do it that way. Like I said, for Christmas, what we would do with the guests is that we would have Christmas like 2 weeks early.
Yeah.
So that me and my ex-brother-in-law could be part of we could have our own traditions with I guess I call them mom and pop. You know, I don't really call my mother-in-law mom. I only call my father-in-law pop. And
she's Mrs. Guest.
She's Mrs. And when we went down for one of Julie's cousin's weddings a few years ago, we were having a barbecue after the wedding the next day, and one of Pop's siblings heard me call Mrs. Guest. Julie's mom, Mrs. Guest, and she's like, "Why do you call her Mrs. Guest?" And I said, "Because she frightens me." No. And they all start dying, and I was like,
"This is not a laughing matter."
I'm blinking 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I love Mrs. Guest, man. That's my mother-in-law. She loves the holidays. Something that my mom and we've never done anything where we've hosted them because our mothers are still in that phase, barely. They're still in that phase where they have ownership of the holidays and they have to host and they have to cook. But there will come a time where somebody's going to give up. And I hope when that person gives up and allows us to host, that we can house everybody in one place. And then whoever wants to come. And then, you know, in my perfect world, my vision for my family would be that we invite everybody, and then every year for the holidays, we'd gather at somebody else's house. So one year we'd have...
And that can happen because you guys are all so close enough.
But
why do people make things hard?
Yeah, Angie, they make it so hard.
It could all be so simple.
You know, I'm going to share the story.
And then wrap it up, Vlad. We've been yapping a lot. A lot.
So I'm going to share this quick story. And this is just how crazy it is when you don't resolve issues. And it makes things super hard, right? So my uncle on my dad's side, we call him Uncle Yu. He lives in Everett, same town as same city as my mom, my brother. My aunt, his sister on my dad's side, goes to his house for Thanksgiving. Now, mind you, it is not like a clean place whatsoever.
Right.
I would not want to have Thanksgiving there. Like I'm doing my little Trump hands right here. Look at that. Just. I wouldn't go there for a cup of coffee. Okay. And so she goes there, and we've been inviting her for Thanksgiving, especially after her sister died 5 years ago, every single year. And she was like, "Oh no, my back, my nose, my earlobes hurt." But then she goes over there so she can have some cockroach stuffing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what is life?
And so then one day, it was a couple years ago, I think, a year or so ago, like their toilet, my uncle's toilet broke and it was like overflowing and it ruined Thanksgiving. I think the turkey got burnt. Like this is just, again, third-hand accounts. And so she needed to go to the bathroom. My aunt is elderly. She had nowhere else to go. So she ended up having to come to my mother's house to use the bathroom on Thanksgiving, but didn't stay for dinner. So I'm like, wait a minute. You would rather go to a infested, flooded, possibly biohazard-ready home for Thanksgiving than be around other people who love you and want to be around you. Like, this shit is crazy. This is how deep dysfunction gets. I'm
my gosh.
What are we doing with life right now? Traditions die hard.
Yeah.
So I want to encourage somebody today. The best remedy to holiday grief is by creating your own traditions. And sometimes that's just as simple as you staying in and watching Seinfeld. I don't know. I love Seinfeld. Yeah. Watch that episode where Kramer turns into a turkey for 5 seconds. Like, or have friends, have a Friendsgiving, and maybe that is more palatable to you than having to go and see your family who may or may not have working toilets. You know
right. Like, listen. So what can you do? You can say no. Remember to say no.
Selective participation.
Yep. Selective participation. Show gratitude. Yep. So focus on gratitude. Stay off social media.
Stay off of that mother. All right. Yeah. Stay off of it.
Stay off social media. Remember that you have the power to go visit your family if you want. So the example that you gave, if your partner doesn't want to and you do, put your foot down and go. If that's going to bring you joy and take away that grief that you're feeling, go. And remember the traditions and start new ones if you have to.
I mean, summed it up. That's all we got. So we hope you guys have a very, very happy gobble day.
Yes.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Tell us what your traditions are for the holidays, what you guys are up to, if you're eating gravy or if you're having cranberry.
Or if you're having some sauce pois.
Or some sauce pois. Whatever it is, let us know and enjoy it. Make it the best.
Yes, we're thankful for you. Thank you for tuning in and hitting subscribe.
Make sure you hit subscribe. It's your boy, Vlad the Bull, your number one embrace coach.
And Angie, la cyber mommy.
We are out of here. Stay rooted and happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Deuces.
Thank you for listening to the Roots and Rhythm podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay notified for all our updates, including new episodes. Until next time, y'all, stay rooted.
This watch, so it's counting my steps. It's pretty cool, but I need new tennis shoes, Vlad. I've had my tennis shoes since probably before Lana was born. So do you have any recommendations? I know you're on your fitness all the time.
I used to think that you had to spend at least $150 on shoes, sis, in order for you to actually get some quality ones. But I'm telling you, these new shoes that I tried out, it's like you're walking on air. Matter of fact, you don't even remember you're walking on them at all. It's like you don't even remember you put your shoes on. One time I thought I was barefoot. I'm like, yo, where's my shoes at?
Oh, I love that. And are they light?
Oh, they're super lightweight. They make my old shoes feel like dumbbells by comparison. I'm telling you, these shoes are comfortable, they're lightweight, and it doesn't even feel like you have them on. And on top of that, you can wear them anywhere. They're designed for people who are on their feet all the time, for the moms and dads who are chasing around the kids. So I would highly recommend them if you're looking for something new.
So what are they called and where can I get them?
You can get them at standplus.com. You go to standplus.com, put in our promo code ADX for an exclusive discount off of your next pair. They are the best all-day recovery shoes, so go ahead and get you a pair.
I'm excited. Thank you, Vlad.
Come on, let's do it.